Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy, I Sleep Too Late, and in this video, we are playing some Hackmons on Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. As you can see here, we've got a nasty Groudon with download that gets a boost, and then once it gets a boost, it uses its red orb to actually primal, what is this, primal evolve or whatever? So it basically turns into Primal Groudon with another ability on top of the download, giving it Desolate Land, allowing it to get a fire boost as well as the download boost. So let's see here. I guess we're just going to use 1,000 arrows because that deals a lot of damage. Plus we already have the physical boost already, so we should be okay here. That didn't even KO the Machamp? That's crazy. Alright, well, we are going first anyway, so we should be having no issues using 1,000 arrows again. 1,000 arrows is obviously more preferable to your ground move than Earthquake because it does hit flyers, which is nice, but it is something to be aware of, you know, that it's less powerful than an Earthquake. We're going to use Plasma Fist here. It's our other physical attack. And yeah, I really like Plasma Fist. It is Zeraora's secret move or secret tech, exclusive tech for Zeraora, and I like using it here because it is one of the best offensive moves. 100 base power, 100 accuracy. Alright, this is a Rotom fan, so it's electric flying, I think. So I guess we'll just use I guess we'll use 1,000 arrows because we get stabbed, and because it does hit flyers, it only does neutral damage to things in the air, so that's something to keep in mind. Anything with like an air balloon, I think it just like ignores the immunity, and instead of dealing super effective damage to electric types in the air, it'll just deal like basic it'll deal like a regular neutral damage. All right, let's see what we can do here, facing off against our next opponent, Worker Benjamin, like Benjamin Franklin. Let's go. Mamoswine. Oh, Battle of the Ground types. All right. Let's see if we can muster up a win here. We have to keep in mind that we get an attack raise. We have to pay attention to whatever attack stat we're getting. It's either physical or special. So the fact that we are getting a physical attack stat means, like a physical boost means we should be mindful of like which moves we want to use. I think we still want to use Searing Shot here because it is super effective and we do get stabbed from it. Plus we get a boost from the harsh sunlight. So this seems like a no-brainer to me. Alright, nice. Crabominable should be pretty straightforward too. That's an ice type that should be weak to fire. It's interesting how, you know, how much damage Groudon just does without like needing any boosts from like download or anything like that. It just deals so much damage. Easily one of the best Pokemon in the game, and I believe it's even like been a contender for getting like banned in like other formats too. Let's use 1,000 arrows. I think that this is super effective because Aurorus is a rock type, and we're going to deal a lot of damage here, plus the download boost. I like download a lot because it reminds me of Zacian, because it, you know, when Zacian enters the battlefield, it gets an attack boost. So download is kind of like that too. It's obviously not as good as huge power, but it's still very good nonetheless. Alright, facing against our third opponent here. Would I like to tangle with you? That's debatable. Let's see who we got here. Punk Guy Cass. Sending out a Star Raptor. Alright. This should be no issue for us because we got a Plasma Fists. Obviously, having 4 offensive moves means we get really decent coverage. Alright, so download is going to boost our special attack, so we have to pay attention to that. Because we have a weakened physical attack because of the Intimidate, which I don't like. But I still think Plasma Fist is going to want to KO the Staraptor. So I think I'm still going to use Plasma Fists. Let's just give it a shot here. Quick attack. Wow. This Staraptor has all the moves. First Intimidate, and then this. Alright, this should be a 1-hit KO. Oh, what? Oh, it held on using Focus Sash. Wow, this thing is really annoying. Let's do it again because it's our highest PP move. No way, Endeavor? That's crazy. Well, at least it didn't do that last turn. It's because it goes first all the time. But yeah, that's a really cheeky strategy. I highly advise against using Endeavor Quick Attack, although it is something that people do, obviously. Let's use Moongeist Beam. We have a special attack boost, and so this is going to definitely 1-hit KO the Jellicent because of our download boost. Very, very powerful attack here. Nice. Alright, what else we got here? Noivern. So Noivern is going to be Dragon Normal, I think, or Flying Normal. Nothing stands out. I guess we should just use Moongeist Beam because that gives us, we already have a 50% boost and our attack is weakened. Oh wow, yeah, that's right, Noivern goes first because it's faster. So this is the first time that our Pokemon has fainted. Let's bring back the Arceus that we featured in a previous video. And I don't think we're going to go first, but we'll still do some damage here. Let's just use Body Slam. Super Fang, wow. This thing is just absolutely incredible. But we should get the better of it. Hopefully this will paralyze it. Nice. Okay, so we get to go first now. And we're just going to use Body Slam again, I think. Noivern is definitely a threat to look out for in the future. Definitely keep that Pokemon in mind. Alright. Now that that's over with, let's move on to the next battle. We're slowly getting up there with the BP, the battle points. Alright, let's see what we got here. A very formidable opponent indeed. We have Rising Star Christopher. Let's see what Pokemon they have. Avalugg. Okay, that should be easy. We're just going to use Searing Shot, I think, depending on what our boost is. Even if we don't get a special boost, I think we still use it because we get a fire boost. Yeah, and now that we know we got a special attack rose, then it's a no-brainer here. I love the animation on this Groudon. It's so cool. Honestly, this thing, I know we just fainted, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty strong set, all things considered. Let's use Searing Shot here. Protect. That's annoying. Let's keep going here, I guess. Try it again. This is going to easily one-shot Avalugg. It also has a 30% chance to burn, I believe. Alright, Bruxish, let's go. See what you're up to. Guess we'll use Moongeist Beam because we do have the special boost. So no reason not to, I guess. Don't forget, I believe Mega Groudon has like a 150 special attack, which is insane. It's just like absolutely incredible how powerful these like primals and megas are. I consider Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre to be megas in my mind. In fact, in my website hackmons.com, which I actually created, there is a special category called Super, and I attribute Super Pokemon to be like megas, primals. The only reason because they're so similar, and it just allows us to like unify all of these different species forms into like one type of category. But it's not just megas and primals, like Ultra Necrozma also counts, right? Things like that. Basically the criteria for super Pokemon is any Pokemon that has a super form, quote unquote, that doesn't exist as a regular form and is an upgrade to its pre-existing form. All right, so unfortunately I forgot what the what our boost was on, but that's fine. We should still be able to handle this Kangaskhan, no problem. I think we should use 1,000 arrows. Endure. Oh, that's annoying. Hopefully this thing doesn't Mega Evolve. Alright, well, we should be able to do it again. Rock Slide. That's annoying. Is this super effective against me? I don't think so. It would be if I wasn't ground, I don't think. But yeah, we have no problem KOing the Kangaskhan. If it were a Mega, I think it'd be a different story, because Mega Kangaskhan's actually pretty good. Alright, Gourgeist should be easy. Let's use Searing Shot here. Searing Shot easily like one of the most powerful moves that Groudon can use. Probably even more powerful than 1,000 Arrows, because even though it has more attack physically, the special is still pretty high and you get a boost from the sun. Alright, Lilligant, one of the cooler looking crown rares in TCG Pocket. Alright, let's see. Just able to rip through that team. Nice. Let's play one more and then we'll call it. Actually, I think we'll play one more and then we'll call it. I don't think that this I don't think Battle Tree has like a set end time. Like you can just keep going basically. But yeah, we've definitely featured this Mega Groudon a lot. It's a very powerful Pokemon because it gets the boost and then it gets the Mega or the Primal. So overall busted. I have a similar strategy with Kyogre, and I'll showcase that in another video. Alright, we're gonna use Searing Shot here. Nice. Hydreigon. What's good against Hydreigon? It's got Levitate. Let's just use, the only thing we can use is 1,000 Arrows. Oh, Surf doesn't work against me because I am immune thanks to my ability. That's another reason to use this ability, honestly, is it's so good. Can't use Surf? Nope. That's one of the things people forget about, or at least I almost forgot about it, that like Groudon's just immune to water because of its ability. Okay, Liepard. Is that how you pronounce it? Liepard? Let's use Searing Shot here. Fake Out. That's annoying. Didn't do much though because we're so beefy. Snatch. Why do you keep going first? Alright, well, let's just go ahead and use our attacking moves. Nice. Alright, and with that, we're going to call it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you all in the next video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, see you later.